Hello, stranger of the internet. Maybe filming in my bathroom was not the best idea. But anyways, we're gonna talk about tattoos today, especially do's and don'ts. Got my little notes here. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the do's. Number one, do research on your tattoo artists. You can ask your friends that already have tattoos, or you can look online. But yeah, super important so that you don't get an ugly ass tattoo. Number two, take your time. Your skin is not going anywhere. I did my first tattoo at 19, but I knew since I was 14 that I was gonna get tatted. And then it took me another 5 years before I got a few more tattoos because I knew I was just gonna get fully covered if I started getting more at 19. Number three, have a clear vision, especially when it comes to your first tattoo, because it's gonna give the whole dynamic to the other ones. Like for me, for example, I have like thick lines. I do have some smaller ones, but if I got like super thin lines, it would look a bit weird afterwards if I went to have like a big ass tattoo. You can do whatever, but that's just my advice. And yeah, in that line, you should choose like a flash, or like if you choose a flash, take something that you know have meaning for you, especially for the first one. Or like be very clear about your vision with your project when you go up to the tattoo artist and explain it. Like it's okay if you don't know how to draw, but like try to do like a sketches that explains what your concept is. Number four, a tattoo is a collaboration. It's teamwork between you and the person who is tattooing you. So you have to take the time to discuss the size, the shape of your tattoo, the placement. Don't be stressed like if it takes an hour to like figure it out. Like they will print the flash or like the drawing again, and you'll just like figure out, like play around. Oh, I think I want it here, and then you try it out and you look in the mirror, you look at it, and it's completely okay if you change your mind, if you think that it actually doesn't look good. Like it's gonna be on your skin forever, so just make sure that it's what you want. It's very important. And number five, I never did that, but I thought about it and thought it would be smart. Get a fake tattoo. Like nowadays you have really good fake ones on websites. You can find them on the internet, and you can find like a similar design or something in the style that you would want to, and try it out for 2 weeks. Like put it on the placement of where you're thinking about getting a tattoo and see how it feels. Like look at it, you'll get used to it, and maybe you'll change your mind. Like who knows. Now we're gonna do the don'ts. So I have my computer right here. Let's see. Number one, very important, especially if you live in the south, don't do your tattoo in the summer unless you're willing to not go out, or if you live in Forks, like from Twilight, like that's the only valid moment or like place where you can get a tattoo in the summer. Anyway, don't take, number two, don't take the aftercare of your tattoo lightly. Like there's different teams with that, but the tattoo artist will tell you like which cream, if you have to cream it every day, or if they want you to wait a week before you cream it. Different style, different versions, but like please, like, and don't pick at your tattoo when, like right now I have a tattoo that is scaling. I don't know if that's what you say, but like that's the worst part. That's the most difficult part for me, but don't touch it because it will leave like ugly scarring. I think I have an example. I don't know if you will see, but yeah, it doesn't look super pretty when you pick at it. So don't do that, please. Number 3, don't do a trendy tattoo. Honestly, it's not worth it. It's not gonna look cute. You're gonna regret it in 2 months. Just don't do it. Number 4. Is it number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, number 4. Don't start big. Again, that's only my opinion, but it's better to start small because you are gonna be tempted to do more and more tattoos. I think it's smarter to start with a smaller piece. You can always do bigger piece, but if you do like a silly, stupid placement with your first tattoo and it's so big, it's gonna be hard to work around that. So yeah, listen to Granny, she knows what she's talking about. Number 5, don't be cheap. When it comes to tattoo, it's an art piece that is gonna be on your skin forever, and it's better to choose a great artist, to take your time, and to not be cheap with money. Like, it is not worth it. Not worth it at all to be cheap. Like, just don't do it. Trust me. And another tip, like just like an extra one, don't rush into it for the fun of it. Like if you are in a foreign countries, especially like, I don't want to name countries, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Don't go to like a sketchy place where you're gonna have like a super cheap tattoo that is gonna be like shit quality and might get infected. Like, be super picky about the place that you choose, that they have like super hygienic and that they don't give you like a weird ass needle. Like, your health is so important. Last but not least, the question you should ask yourself before getting a tattoo. Do I want a piece from a specific artist, like a flash, or do I want to make my own project that I want to bring to a tattoo shop? What style of tattoo do I want? How big and where? If I get a visible tattoo, can I still work in the field that I'm interested in? This is especially important if you're young. The first tattoo will kind of give you the tone for the rest. I mean, not necessarily, but I think, like, if you have a vision and an aesthetic, like, it's gonna give the tone to every other tattoo. So yeah, first one matters. That's, again, just my opinion, but have fun with it still. So this is just a bonus, but it's my horror story, so back it up. One of my first tattoos, I would say, I think it was the 3rd tattoo that I got, that got super messed up, and it was this one right here. I don't think you can see how bad it actually is, but it's scar tissue, it's in volume. Like, that's not how a tattoo is supposed to look like. And what actually happened is that I rushed and I kind of pushed the tattoo artist to do it. So that was very bad. Let's rewind. I'm in Berlin, it's like maybe 7 years ago, and I'm only there for 3 days. So I find a place that seems nice, I book an appointment, and the morning of the appointment I go to the shop and the person is late. I wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I text them and they tell me, can we reschedule for tomorrow? And I'm like, babe, no we can't, because I'm not in Berlin tomorrow, I'm leaving tonight. So they say, okay, I'll be there in like half an hour. I wait another hour and they arrive. So I assume that they probably came directly from a party or something, because the person looked super tired. And I should have just said, okay, let's not do it. But I was stupid and young and just like, yeah, that was a stupid mistake. So we go on with the tattoo, and I only had hand poke tattoo to that point, and this was my first machine tattoo. So I didn't know how much pain I was supposed to feel, and that's why I think I didn't realize in the moment. Like, I was feeling a lot of pain, but I was thinking it's normal. And I didn't know how much the ink was supposed to leak afterwards. So he puts at the end the transparent protection thing, and after 5 minutes there is so much ink leaking that it just glide right off. And mind you, this is like a plastic that is made to be sticky, and it's made for tattoo, so it's not supposed to just fall down my arm. So I go back into the shop because I was just walking outside the shop, and I asked them for a new one. So they put a new one 10 minutes after it's off. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just my skin, I don't know. And so I went on with my day, and after a few days when it was supposed to be scarring, there was just like blood and it was not looking good. And I still didn't realize like how bad it was. And I only realized like 1 year later when I started getting another tattoo and another tattoo, and every tattoo artist that saw this tattoo told me, who did this? Like, this is a terrible job. Like, and I texted again the tattoo artist, I sent them a picture, and they were super horrible about it. They just told me, oh, you probably didn't take care of the tattoo, like, I don't understand why it would look like that, it's weird. So they didn't even take accountability to making a horrible tattoo that made a lot of scarring. So I was a bit traumatized by that, and I was kind of hiding it, wearing more long sleeves for a few years. And then I asked a friend of mine who's a tattoo artist to make it better. So he fixed it, but it's still like not a great tattoo. So yeah, that's the lesson of the story. So like, don't rush it, don't pressure. Like, if it's not meant to be, don't force it. Like, that's what I've learned from that. I hope that was informative, and yeah, leave a comment, share with me if you have any horror story or great stories about the tattoo. Bye!